Hey guys, I'm Allie,
And I'm Gary.
and together,
We're raw with those DMs.
um, if you've made it this far, you know that I was so stressed that I was eating my microphone the entire time, and the audio quality sucked, and I am sorry. I will make sure I watch out for that in future videos. Um, but today I'm not sitting here with Gary. Today, I'm sitting here with Starlet.
Starlet.
Gary is playing in my Magellan campaign, and he is playing a 3-month-old plasmoid.
Yes. Circle of Stars Druid. So he was created by infusing an ooze with stardust. And so he has little bits of stardust floating around inside of him. And when he invokes his starry form, those like little bits of stardust form the constellations inside of him.
Um, so I'm obviously much more relaxed now than I was during um, the video that you guys just watched. And again, if you made it this far, oh my God, we love you. Because that sound quality was horrendous. Um, but I felt I owed it to you guys to at least tell you what happened.
Yeah, before you do though, you mentioned that I'm playing in your Magellan campaign.
Yeah.
This is for the third time, about to be the fourth time in theory, but that's a story for later. Every time it's amazing. If you get the chance, you should absolutely play in it.
And every time it's different.
Hmm.
Um, oh, come the new year, we should do a collab on it. So when we run games together, I run the role-playing stuff and Gary runs the combat stuff. So we could absolutely do this in DC 20,
Now you're talking my language.
right? We could do that.
Mm.
All right, well, January.
Okay.
We'll discuss. Um, wow, train of thought out the window, guys. Yeah, so these players, I don't really know what happened.
Well,
I,
for the record, let me start with the fact that my character is 3 months old, innocent as anything, followed around his brother, who essentially was created by the father of the one character. So one of the characters is this actual son of the guy that created me. So hence we're brothers. So of course I attached myself to the character that's my brother, follow him around, do whatever he wants to help him. So I had no input on this. Like as a player, I knew that this was a suicide mission, but I just need to clear the fact that like Starlet had nothing to do with this situation. So
yeah. So um, above table, I had conversations with them about how, there's definitely things in the world that are above their level. One of the players almost died to 3 orcs, and the only reason they survived was that the dice gods were in his favor. Um, yeah, so they decided that instead of going to the pass, where there were thousands of orcs, that they were just going to go to what they knew was an ambush for the merchant train leaving the village, um, and take on 40 orcs. 40 orcs. Um, I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. Um, but that's what the party did. They were told on a couple different instances that half orcs were no longer that they had been exiled from the past, which means the person that they were looking for wouldn't have been in the past anyway. Um, so they walked right up to the orcs and they were calling for um the granddaughter that they were trying to find, and they pretty much got taunted, and they were told that if they just dropped everything that they came with, that they could leave with their life, that nobody had to die today.
Okay. So, to back up a little bit,
Okay.
Starlet being a plasmoid, my idea was that he wouldn't have anything on him. He had his star map, which was also his shield. I had worked that out with Allie.
Mm-hmm.
So, he could slide under doors and things, and he could always recreate the star map if he needed.
Right.
But he didn't, and also being 2 to 3 months old, had no need for possessions. But he did acquire a platinum from a merchant, I suppose.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
he carried it around inside him as like a trophy, a memento. And he met what he thought was a god, maybe it was, and he offered the platinum to this tree, and the tree offered him a pine cone in exchange. So he treasured this pine cone, which he did not want to give up. I guess I'll save that for the end, but well, I mean, yes, what
Yeah.
Orcs had said about.
Nobody detected magic on that pine cone. Um,
I guess technically I would have been attuned to it if it was attunable.
I wasn't attunable, but yeah, you would have. Um, so from the beginning of the story, they had a bag of holding with a ton of scrolls in it. So a long battle ensued. We ended up running 2 hours over.
Something like that.
Yeah, we ran way over.
But see, player me thought that Spike Growth was going to do a number on these orcs, and come to find that they were very powerful orcs. Not just orcs, but very powerful orcs.
Mm-hmm.
And more than the normal 12 to 15 hit points or whatever an orc has. So
Metagaming.
but I mean, I could definitely tell that they were strong, because Spike Growth will normally chew through, especially after the third casting of it, and they were still coming.
Yeah. You took out a lot of them, though. You were the only one to take out a lot of them. But yeah, so they had a very long combat with these orcs. Not Stinking Cloud, not Fog Cloud. Cloud of Death is what I call it. Cloud of Death was cast on them.
Yeah.
And
Cloud Kill.
Cloud Kill. There we go. And so they had a hard time in the cloud. And by the end, they had gone down multiple times. And in my games, I hate the yo-yo effect of D&D, where you can just like pop people back up with 2 hit points and they are fighting ready. Let's do it. So every time people go down, they get a level of exhaustion. At one point, Deku had 4 or 5 levels of exhaustion. He was almost dead from exhaustion.
Was it that much?
Yeah, it was bad. I think it was 4.
Well, he kept yo-yoing in the cloud. Not that he had anything to do with it, but...
No, yeah. Which is why I had suggested that they wait to cast this, that they prepare the spell until right before his turn to pop him back up so that he could get out of the cloud. Um, so finally, two people go down. Viana, our snake person, and Deku, our fairy.
I think a
And
shoe went down at least once.
Achu went down at least once. Kailoon went down 2 or 3 times.
Starlet didn't go down at all.
Starlet didn't go down at all.
Uh, but I'm pretty sure I was at like 1 or 2 hit points. At least 1 or 2 points in the fight.
Yeah. So finally they remembered their bag of holding that they had that was stuffed with a ton of scrolls. So between mass healing and cure wounds, and I don't remember what all the scrolls were that he used. Um,
Well, at one point he asked me, or you asked me, to take a look at the scrolls and give him an opinion.
yeah.
And having played this campaign twice prior, I knew what my character would do, so I suggested it, which was to use the Scroll of Sending to ask Magellan for help.
Mhm.
Because that's totally what I would have done. It's what I did when I lit the woods on fire with Fireball, with Kothar the Wizard, and I don't remember if Theron asked Magellan for specific help, but I'm pretty sure I ended up in some kind of shenanigans in that game too.
So they send it for Magellan. Magellan took a round, and I thought this was very generous. He took a round to scry. No, a round to get to his stuff, a round to scry, and then a round to teleport. Once he was teleported, he took a round to kind of like move and kind of figure out what was going on. And then he teleported all of the survivors and the person who was carrying Deku out.
Mm-hmm.
But at that point, after the sending, you guys had dropped your gear because you guys were going down.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing with Starlet in this fight is like he wasn't there about like self-preservation. He would have died to keep his brother alive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I'll say that Achu valiantly charged in as a bear and was swiftly dropped to unconscious.
It
Uh,
was.
and Allie's a cool BM. I didn't have the movement technically, and I was surrendering, so she let me have the extra movement to actually stand in front of Achu
Mm-hmm.
and take my pine cone and place it on the ground, and like pretty much beg them to stop.
Yeah.
So the only possession that he had held as precious, he laid it on the ground. Please stop.
And I had expected them to go back to Magellan to regroup, figure out how to get their stuff back from the orcs, and continue on. Um, this actually ended up being with two people down, and um, one of my characters, Achu, had a love interest back in the village, and he was like, I'm done. I've almost died like a couple times now. My best friend has now died. Um, I now have a brother and kitties. Um, I now have a brother and I'm going to retire. And I'm like, cool, you do that. So when he said that he was going to retire,
Yeah, Starlet has no purpose adventuring then because he almost lost his brother. He doesn't want to lose him. He's not leaving his side. He left his side to take a bath because he loves baths, but that was it.
Wait, how does Starlet take it back?
He throws his shield in the tub and rides it around like a boat.
Yeah, he doesn't actually get wet.
Oh, he does now though.
Okay,
He likes. He found out he can hold his breath for an hour. So,
got it. Nice.
uh,
Yeah. So when they both decided to retire their characters, our fifth player um also decided to retire his player and bring in somebody new. Which is sort of good timing. And because the 2024 handbook is out, so two of my players want to play with the 2024 characters. Um, so tomorrow, Gary and I are going to jump online and we're going to talk about our opinions on the 2024 D&D Player's Handbook.
and I know that I did like an analysis earlier based on spoilers. And while I will say that DC-20 is still my preferred system, this book, once I got it in my hands and got to uh, read over the changes to some of the classes and things, and then actually build this new character, I'll just spoiler a little bit to say that this book has reinvigorated my enthusiasm for Dungeons and Dragons Fifth Edition and role playing in general. So, yeah.
And we had somebody come and visit yesterday to help us out with our tree business for the day. If you don't know, we make ceramic Christmas trees. Christmas is coming up, so we are busy, busy. We will,
We can link that in the
yeah,
description.
we will link our website in the description.
Wearing the shirt.
Am I? No, I'm not. I'm wearing a gaming t-shirt today.
Mepicon. Coming
Mepicon.
up.
Yeah, we can't get it to this one though.
No.
But yeah, Mepicon is coming up. Where was I? I don't remember.
You were talking about Mike.
Right. Mike, we had him on here, I don't know, a month or two ago now,
He was only a
talking
two-glyph GM at the time, and now he's a three-glyph GM.
for Pathfinder. Yes, he's awesome. Um, and I was kind of talking with him a little bit about the differences between D&D and Pathfinder, and typically it's a heated conversation between D&D and Pathfinder people. But I can honestly say that I don't care what the system is when I run. When I run my games, it's open world. You are your character, and obviously between systems, everyone's abilities are different, whether it's Aliens or Call of Cthulhu or D&D or Pathfinder or DC-20. But I like open world. And I know Call of Cthulhu is a little bit more railroady just because I only really run modules for them, but you still have the capabilities of doing whatever you want. And you always say you don't let the VTT get in the way of having a good game. My big thing is don't let the system get in the way of having a good game.
Yeah, I agree with that actually, because I tend to actually incorporate the best features of games together in like through the use of house rules and things. Um, I think it might be why I prefer DC-20 overall, because it hits all the notes that I'm looking for.
That's fair.
But like in general, fifth edition is good. And Pathfinder 2e can be good. But one of the things that I absolutely love with DC-20 is skill challenges. And I feel like the system is just built to handle skill challenges, but like they can work in fifth edition as well. And
Mhm.
for example, I think that like a really good instance for a skill challenge is like you have seconds to react. Arrows are flying at your head. What do you do?
Mhm.
And everybody like describes what they want to do in that situation to avoid the danger, and then makes an appropriate roll decided by either in conjunction with the DM or through the DM. And you're trying to beat a DC, and then the DM can kind of tell a story through what the dice say. So I think it leads to a really cool storytelling moment.
Mhm.
Um, and no other system that I've seen does that kind of a mechanic, because it's not just like a skill challenge. Say, like D&D doesn't really do skill challenges at all. Fifth
Right.
edition, fourth edition did. Second edition Pathfinder uses skill challenges. I'm sorry, I've like derailed this video right now, but second edition Pathfinder does like skill challenges, but it's like here's the situation, here's two or three skills that you can use, and that's it. And everybody makes their own checks, and it doesn't tell a story at all. It's just, did the group succeed or fail? Um, this actually tells a story, and it's oftentimes, like I said, like you have seconds to react. Um, so, um, yeah.
um so yeah, we got way off track there.
Mm-hmm.
Um but yeah, again, if you got through that video, I'm so sorry. I was so stressed trying to get ready for this game. This game specifically runs every 2 weeks, and um, they do a lot of role playing through play by post throughout those 2 weeks. So I had kept trying to get them to a point of them deciding what they were doing so that I could be prepped for game. And unfortunately, I just didn't have that answer. And I was not expecting them to go after the orcs.
Mm.
It's just something I really thought that they were going to head back to a city and do some research and look into things or talk to the villagers and realize that the granddaughter isn't there. I expected so many other things, and I think as a DM, that's really what I kind of wanted to get across with this afterword of the video was I had a half an hour to prepare for that game. So I prepared as best I could. Um, I don't pull punches in my games. My players know that I don't pull punches in my games. And as a DM, you pivot all the time. Um, so if you think that like you can't DM because you don't have the time to prep and have everything perfect, trust me. Whatever you prep, people are going to throw it out the window. They're going to rip it up, stomp on it, and
Yeah.
discard it. Um, Pivoting,
Mm-hmm.
I think, is the most important aspect of being able to pivot.
Yeah, you need a couple ideas, maybe a couple maps,
Hmm.
if it's especially if it's on a VTT.
Yeah,
But just a couple of ideas, and then see what the players do.
yeah. And if you're a new DM that is running for friends, there is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with going, all right, guys, you guys are heading in a completely different direction than what I was expecting. Go ahead and role play amongst yourselves, walking down this road, getting your camp set up. Let me know what you're doing, whatever, whatever. Give me 15 minutes to prep. And even if you have to like walk out of the room, or if you kind of like, I don't want to say don't listen to them, but like just kind of like shut them out of your head for a couple minutes and just take a breath and Just think about it. You know, you might be able to move this thing over here that was to the left over to the right, and now it's in front of them. Or that thing that you planned for like 10 sessions ago when they were 2 levels lower and they walked right by it, put it in front of them, see what happens. Even if they walk all over it, they will feel powerful and it will have been a good combat or a good session. Um, there's a lot of, oh, what is it called? When you don't think you're good enough.
Imposter
Yeah,
syndrome.
there's a lot of imposter syndrome out there with DMs feeling like they're not capable, like they shouldn't be DMing because they don't know what they're doing. And I get it. Because I get there sometimes too. I used to get there before every game. Um, but you are there to have fun, just like your players are there to have fun.
Mm.
And sometimes you just need 15 minutes to go time out. um, what you doing? What's the goals? What are we thinking? You can ask them for more information. Okay, you have 100% ignored this plot line. Why? And, you know, take it above table and just be like, are you not interested in this thing? One, they might have forgotten about it. Two, they might not have understood it. Three, they might not be interested in it. But with that knowledge, you can plan better going forward. I have in my Benjelin campaign, my big bad. They met session 1. They hung out with, they got business cards from. Session 1. They've probably met him 4 or 5 times now. Throughout the campaign. He's helped them. He's not truly screwed them over, but did some shady stuff.
He's a smug bastard.
Yeah. And I would show his picture, but he's like a real life person that I grabbed off the internet a while ago for a private game. So I'm not going to do that because I don't know who he is. And when I run this for my paid games, I need a new image for him.
It needs to be smug still.
Oh, it will, yes, it will still be. I literally went on Google and I typed in just like smug asshole into the Google image search and I grabbed somebody.
Well, the first time that I ran into him in another in like the previous time, I could have killed him outright because I had cast Hypnotic Pattern on his wagon while it was riding down the street, and it like stunned the horses and then threw him out of the wagon. And I could have probably killed him then, but I didn't know who he was or anything about him. So I didn't want to do that. But then I forget exactly how, but I ended up having to run from him. I don't know if it was immediate or if it was like a little bit later on.
It was later on.
Yeah.
I think he went to go get Ava after he kidnapped your friend.
Yeah.
Ava just got in the cart with him. She wasn't kidnapped. Yeah. So I think we need to call it because I think I need to start prepping for my game tonight.
Yeah. But I will say that it's probably like a topic for another video, but it would be a good topic because we have a lot of like advice and opinions for people who want to DM.
Yes.
And I think back to what you were saying about just DM, there's a big difference between DMing for a table of your friends who have never touched a game before and DMing for an experienced table.
Yes.
And I think it's fair to at least, without getting into the weeds too much, to say that if you pick up this book and you bring it home and you read enough of it to be able to run it, which you don't need to know everything in here.
No.
And you get your friends together and help them build characters and run some D&D for them,
Yep.
You'll be fine.
Absolutely.
If you sit down with a group of experienced people and attempt to run, it depends on the group. Sometimes you'll have a rules lawyer in the group who will not overstep and try to help.
Oh.
And other times you'll have people beating you over the head with the rules.
Whoop, there we go.
I mean, I
just want to say that Gary, when I first started running D&D 5th edition, when it was D&D Next, I still don't know the rules as much as Gary does, but he was the rules lawyer, and he had you never DM'd up through that point, right?
No, and I didn't really know the rules in the beginning.
Okay. So he learned the rules, and he was the rules lawyer. So in the middle of game, he would be the person that would stop game, fight with me about a ruling, table flip. He wouldn't really table flip, and then walk out because he was pissed. He DM'd 2 games. He started the campaign. He DM'd like 2 games, and he was like, I get it. I get it. You can't try to make all of the decisions at the game table. I get it.
But the other thing that I realized is that, like, again, sorry, just to hold this up again.
This is not a promotion. If anybody wants to pay us to promote this, cool.
This is a guide.
Yes.
But ultimately, whoever's running the game is in charge of the game and the interpretation of the rules. This book should never take precedence over the Game Master's rulings, in my opinion now, from having run games myself. And I think it was one time that we were, I wanted to jump out of a tree, and I thought that I should be able to jump X amount, and you were like, no, you're going to land in the fire. And I was like, but the rules say that I can jump this far. And my thoughts at that point were like, are we playing by the rules? Like, what game are we playing? And then when I started running, I realized that, like, sometimes for whatever reason, you just, like, I think it's okay to voice your opinion to the DM and be like,
yes,
this is what I think the rules are intended, but I will abide by whatever you say. That is, I think, the attitude that the players need.
Yeah, and I want to be questioned. But I want to be questioned between games. Mm-hmm. Ask me a question in game, and if I go, oh, you know what, I'm not sure, typically 90% of the time, I rule in the player's favor. I move on, and I'm like, I will look this up after game. Right now, let's roll with it. So getting back to the tree thing, of jumping out of the tree, the reason that I wouldn't let him jump that far was because he was high up in the tree. He was on not very sturdy branches. And I had pretty much said, you have nothing to jump off of to, like, push yourself, because you're just going to break branches. So I'll let you jump, like, 10 feet or so out, but you don't have anything to, like, truly push off of. So that's why I made that ruling as we were running through game. Does that work in D&D physics? I still don't know. Would I make that ruling again? Possibly, probably. I don't know. It depends on the situation.
The thing is that at some point you need to just, and this is what I've learned, is you need to just accept the DM's ruling and move on. Unless it kills your character, and at that point, like, maybe a discussion needs to be had.
Yeah.
But that wasn't going to kill my character.
No.
So.
No. Yeah, so we've gotten so far off topic. But I did just want to come back with an afterword on making Santane Pass. I wanted to apologize for the awful sound quality. I was totally stressed and I was eating my microphone, and that was dumb of me.
So I think the question for the
But
comment
yeah,
section is, do you guys want to see more DM videos? I mean, we can make them regardless, but
yeah.
yeah, I mean, let us know.
And if you have a specific topic that you want us to talk about, just let us know. If you're looking for from a player perspective or from a DM perspective or from a paid DM perspective, we've run online, we've run in person, we've run on Roll20, on we haven't run on Forge, but we've played a bunch on Forge, or Foundry or whatever. So yeah, if you want us to talk about anything specific, please just let us know.
Mm.
We've been doing this for like 18 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not experts. I mean, maybe we're experts. Are we experts at this point? I think
I guess
maybe we are.
It depends which system you're playing, right?
I don't think that
Like,
matters.
do we have expertise? Are we adept, novice?
Okay, that's where you were going with that.
Novice, adept, expert? Are we masters? Are we like +6 proficiency bonus?
But yeah, if you have anything that you want us to talk. If you have anything that you want us to randomly talk about, yeah, just throw it in the comments, or join our Discord channel and put it there. Because I don't know, we talk about a lot of stuff. He talks about gaming 14 hours a day, doesn't stop, trust me. So I can put a camera in front of him and let him go.
I mean, we could do that.
We will do that once we get the wheel set up. Then we can just talk and I can throw and it'll be amazing.
Oh my god. I got the concept for a show. Throwing dice. You throw and I talk about gaming.
Well, the new thing is going to be Throw with Us DMs.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're making a logo, guys. It's Throw with Us DMs. We're making a new YouTube channel. We're making a new Twitch channel. And I'm going to be throwing pottery and talking gaming with whoever comes and joins me that day.
You're gonna have to get us to like 500 subs and then I'll throw.
We need 500 subs so that I can put up polls.
Yeah.
So that
chats.
you guys can tell me what to throw and what color you want pieces to be and bid on pieces. Or not bid. Lottery for pieces and stuff like that. But we need 500 subs or I can't do that and that sucks. So like we'll get you that link.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's it. So I gotta go prep.
To close out, we're gonna be live tomorrow.
Yeah, let's go live tomorrow.
And I mean, then anybody who's watching can question and comment about it. I think that will
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Engaging video, yeah.
Yeah. And so tonight I am testing out what's called The Code by Call of Cthulhu. It's going to be a 2-shot that I'm going to be running. It probably won't start it till January. Maybe I'll throw it up for October. But yeah, it's a 2-shot for Call of Cthulhu. And we have our 2 patrons, because we have a Patreon now. So we have our 2 patrons that are testing it out with us this evening. And
so at the $25 tier, we give them $5 off any games that they play with us on startplaying.games. And an additional benefit of that is also a monthly hangout. Since there's only 2 of them right now at that tier, we decided to, last month we gave them a free test play of Portal Under the Stars that I had converted to DC 20.
Yep.
And this month we're
which
giving
was
them,
so much fun. Oh my god.
Yeah, I have the bugs worked out of it, I think. So
That's what the test play's for.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then this month we're doing the test play of the code. So
Yeah.
more free games for
Yeah.
the patrons. So
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. And if you made it this far in the video, again, you guys are absolutely phenomenal. I will fix my sound. I felt awful listening to that. I'm like, oh my god. But I do want to get it up because I do think it's a good video for DMs to see that last minute prep work is a thing that definitely happens. It's not just a joke meme that people put out and it's not what real people do. But yes, last minute prep and like freaking out is a thing.
The question I have is, are you putting this before or after the other video? Because I feel like this video has better content in a sense of like I would hate for somebody to like tune out of the other video because of the voice. Yeah,
All right, so guys, thanks for watching. If you continue watching this video, my voice is trash. Sorry.
But
it's kind of cool. I used Incarnate. I made a pass for my game. And I talked about stressful players and whatnot. But yeah, I was eating the mic and my voice is trash, and I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you continue, you get to watch me make the pass and hear me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other closing thoughts and things?
Midway closing?
Midway.
No, keep rolling with us.
All right. Have fun, guys. Enjoy. I can't find my recording. Okay, guys. Not even having a camera today. We have 30 minutes to make a pass, the Santain pass for my game this evening. Now, I have warned my players above table and through NPCs that they need to think about this. They have a journal from the person who hired them to find his granddaughter, and they have I don't know if I have to choose one of these specific styles. I don't know. Let's go with that one. That they are the guy that hired them is a very powerful wizard, and he is old, and he does not think that he is going to make the trek. He had a prophecy that he was going that people would come along to help him find his granddaughter and provide to get him his family heirlooms. Cool. Awesome. So actually, let's do a picture of this pass. If you don't know, I have a website. I have not been updating it recently because I have been so uber busy. But here we go. Into the pass. I have a web blog here all about this campaign. I missed it. Heading to Santain Pass. Nope. Okay. Boop. Into Santain Pass. All right. So here's a picture of the pass that I had shown them. That's Kokiri Village. Yeah, I know, copyright. Whatever. One of the players wanted it. So anyway, I have to hit play. So I still have about 30 minutes. Okay. So these people are they have this journal from Magellan, and if you're interested in playing in this game, this really gives no spoilers, but they have this journal from Magellan that says, there were holes that they were casting spells through, and
arrow slits, and he barely got out alive, and da 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 da. And this is a high, powerful wizard, yada yada yada. These guys are level 4. 4. Okay? They were not. They are not. High enough level to be dealing with these orcs. They found a thing at one of the towns in Trevani that had a 500 platinum piece bounty on the head orc's head. They are ready for a 500 platinum piece. So anyway, I've told them that they should think about doing some research, that they should think about talking to some NPCs, that they should. So eventually they were heading towards the pass, and I waylaid them with a group of villagers that had been, that their entire village wiped out due to these orcs. That backfired, because now they want vengeance. They are, man, are they all about trying to get back at these orcs for doing all of this damage to this village. I kind of want to stream, right? Right? We need a stream. Let's do a stream. Water. Perfect. Let's make my brush smaller. Yeah, so they, I think it's shift move. Nope. Okay. Control Z. So they are all about just vengeance on these orcs. They are determined that they are heading into the pass. Cool. I'm glad that I've gotten them to care about the world, because they are not ready for this. So I think I know how I'm going to kind of handle it. They're going to get captured. Their stuff is going to get stolen. And then they're going to have to figure out if they want to try to break out, if whatever. But yeah, guys, they are, that looks like a butterfly. Weird. They are not ready for this. I like these rocks. Maybe I need more rocks. They're not ready for this, and obviously I was not ready for them to start doing this, which is my own fault, because, you know, obviously players never do the things that you expect them to do. Oh, what am I at now? 25 minutes and 40 seconds. Good. Okay. Desert Dwarven Eastern? I mean, maybe. That looks mossy. Guys. Anyway. There we go. That'll work. Okay. Oh, I need to tone this down. Stamp scale. I can't just drag random stamps. I thought I could just drag these. No? Guys, I try very hard to make sure my players know when they are in trouble. And oh, I wonder if it's this one. Okay, wait. Rock. Okay. Maybe not. All right. Okay. I don't know where I'm going now. So anyway, if you couldn't tell, I'm definitely stressing about this. What were they thinking? Going to go deal with this when they really shouldn't be. I can't just draw this line, huh? Okay. Because I feel like with the dynamic lighting, it won't be so bad. Yeah. They'll only be able to see like the edge of these rocks. And then I kind of like that sticks out like that. I think somebody's going to be standing up there. Happy little accidents, guys. Happy little accidents. Just keep going. So tell me in the comments, guys, do you let your... Oh, got big again. Do you run your games like a video game where like they'll only see things that are appropriate for their level? Or do you like have, I don't know, I call it kind of a full world. Like I definitely let my players have stuff that are like several levels below them, several levels above them. And they can kind of pick and choose where they want to go, what they want to do. Stuff like that. And now, no, I'm not regretting that. I'm definitely not regretting that. It just feels weird to have players that are just like, cool, I'm going to go fight this thing that is obviously like way above my pay grade. And even after you talk to them about it, they're just like, yeah, no, we're still going to head into the pass. I'm like, wow, okay, not expected at all. Here we go. But anyway, there's going to be murder holes through here. They're going to be casting Fog Cloud and Poison Cloud and a bunch of other fun little spells through the murder holes. They're also going to be shooting arrows, and these orcs are really... And one of my players just went up against 3 of these orcs, and they were almost killed because... yeah, they definitely were not ready for all of that. I think I can bring this up a layer. Move up a layer. Move up a layer. Haha, look at that. I can move them up a layer. Cool. All right. So now I want to go back down to... excuse me, guys. All right. Yeah, warm stony rock. Okay. Hey, hun. I'm just recording. I'm not actually in here. I'm not going to cut this down at all via CapCut because I'm currently at 19 minutes and 54 seconds to get this map done. I was just telling everyone...
How amazing you are? Because I agree.
No, that my players decided to... I'm informing them of what an awful DM I am. That I'm letting you guys go and head into Santain Pass when you shouldn't be.
Why is that awful?
No. I just can't believe that, like... so...
DM to temper it so that it's survivable?
No, well,
Or are
maybe.
you DM to, like, the world is the world, and if you stumble into something that's out of your pay grade, you better run.
Okay, here's the thing, right? You said the word stumble.
Yeah.
These guys are not stumbling into this. They have been told above table, below table, etc., that this is above their pay grade and they should not do this. And yet they still are doing this. So I don't pull punches in my games typically. Typically, I'm very much of the, wow, you were a dumbass. You should not have done that. I'm going to warn you 100,000 times that you should have not done that. But I will let you do that because it's an open world, and, you know, we've started off as an open world, and we're going to continue as an open world. So I have a plan if people decide to...
Sorry, do you need any of this?
No, you can close that out of everything. I've already saved it all. Hi, Bear. Am I all worked up over this? Yes, I am. Come here. Hi, baby. My kitty is coming to comfort me and attempt to kill me. Ow! Ow! Yeah. Attempt to kill me. That's... Oh, and now he's being cute again. Really? Really, Bear?
Aw. He's that bump in your bum.
He is. He is such a weird cat. He's awesome and I love him, but he is definitely such a weird cat. Okay, I don't know how these walls work, but let's find out. I still can't draw. I really thought that I would just be able to, like, draw these walls in here. Okay. I think I have to go to the paint section. And let's go with walls. Rocks. Okay. Let's go with that. All right. Let's make my brush size much smaller. Boop. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. 16 minutes, guys. 16 minutes. All right. Off the map. That will lead to another area. I'm gonna go with random things here. Boop. Just random. None of it matters. None of it matters. Okay. Cool. Now, let's go with another waterfall. Let's go with that waterfall. I'm gonna make that inside. Oh, we want to make that bigger. Bloop. Yeah, we're gonna do that inside. And we're gonna draw some water here. Cool. Oh, and I need, you know what? Can I erase? Is there a erasing tool here? I feel like there should be. What am I at, guys? 14 minutes and 30 seconds. Cool. All right. Gary, throw on a mic, promote something. All right. This will go.
Something longer term?
It's up to you. Whatever you want to promote. Just say hi to the people and tell them how you were not involved in the decisions of the others.
Oh yeah, I can't keep up with play-by-post stuff, so most of them spend 2 weeks between sessions playing.
Which is awesome. It makes me so happy that people are enjoying the game so much that they literally take the weeks between games to do play-by-posts. Like, that makes me happy. But yeah, it is definitely a lot. Like, play-by-post is definitely for specific people. Okay. I mean, I feel like that is a pretty good, simple beginning to this pass. I'm going to have the big bad up here, and I'm going to have an orc shooting from up here. And I'm going to have tons of murder holes. Oh, I should put some rocks in here. There was definitely very specific stuff about rocks. I'm sorry, Gary. Go ahead. I know that you were just making... I just closed out of it. I hope you saved it.
No, I was done.
Okay.
Well, we have one opening in the back half of Phandelver and below the Shattered Obelisk on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a good group. We have a good time. Saturdays, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we have an opening in Lost Mines of Phandelver, converted to DC-20. So Lost Mines of Phandelver is the beloved starter module for 5th edition. And I've converted it to DC-20. There's still enough time in that campaign that you guys could have a good time. And they're level 3, which currently DC-20 only goes to level 2. So I have homebrewed subclasses for everybody so that they have really cool things to do. So the question I've been asking is, what subclass are you going to play? And the other thing that I am highly rated on start playing for running is the Hunted. I have a ton of really good reviews from running the Hunted for people. And I have one session. Well, I guess this isn't live, so there's no sense in mentioning tomorrow mornings. But Friday next week, which is
11 minutes and 20 seconds. Sorry, continue.
I mean, it's longer than that, but I forget what the date of next Friday is. It is the 20th. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there is a session of the Hunted. So if you're curious in DC-20 or what the perfect blend of Pathfinder 2e and D&D 5e would be, it's the only officially released module for DC-20. The only officially released short adventure. So it's a fun little romp through the DC-20 system, highlighting most of the aspects that make DC-20 unique.
Oh man, guys, exporting takes forever. I forgot about that. What are we at? 10 minutes, 31 seconds. Okay. No, go away. All right. Not the best map in the world, but it'll do. $30 man, 30 minutes. Because, and I think that's one thing that I do try really hard. You know, with the paid games that I do, I definitely put hours of work into them every week. Like, it's a little crazy. But for like my fun, like friends games that I do, unfortunately they do get kind of pushed to the back burner a little bit. And, but so all those DMs out there, like thinking that you don't have your shit together because you're prepping a half an hour before game starts. Who cares? You are willing, just page size. You are willing to run a game for your friends, and you know what? No one else is willing to do it. So yeah, do the thing. Be amazing. Don't go crazy. Or go crazy, because I do. All right, so we need some lighting, right? So we're going to draw. We're going to draw walls. All right, we're going to start here. And if you've never done this before, we have a pro account, so it's so not everyone gets dynamic lighting. All right, guys, and we're gonna make this a one-way. No, I don't want to do that. I want to continue to make this a wall. Okay.
You want a gap?
Yeah, because these are all the murder holes. And some people do have really good dark vision in this game. So I want to give them the ability to kind of see through the wall. There's not going to be any lights on this side, but I'm sure that some of my people have a light spell.
You know what you could do is put windows.
Yeah. But then they would see the windows.
Not if they're hidden.
Oh, that's
But
true.
then I don't think that they would see them at all. That's true. Well, you probably want to do dynamic lighting blocks movement. Otherwise, they might move into the wall.
Oh. All right, what am I at, guys? 6 minutes, 45 seconds. And I will put baddies in here as soon as... honestly, I'll put baddies in here while we're kind of talking and getting everything together. But yeah, so they were told that there were thousands of orcs in this pass. They've been told by many, many people that they should not go here. Two of the characters have information about, and I'm only saying this to Gary because he won't metagame it, but two of the players have knowledge that the granddaughter isn't here. And again, if you ever play in this game with me, the granddaughter might be here next time. I play it differently every time. So, sometimes Magellan's a good guy. Sometimes Magellan's a bad guy. Sometimes the granddaughter's a good guy. Sometimes the granddaughter's a bad guy. Never know how I'm going to play it. Okay, so this is going to be one way. I want this different. All right, so... okay, I need to move that. So the reason I'm doing this is one-way vision. Can I not grab it? Come on. The reason I'm doing this as one-way vision is because I want them to have to climb up onto this rock. So I'm going to do it one-way vision both ways. Nope, nope, nope. No. Want that. Yes, I want them to have to climb up onto this rock. So that when they... Come on. Then they can see over to the other side. No, that's the wrong way, isn't it? Shnikes. Okay, we're going to move that back there. And we're going to move that up there. Okay, and then one way. Let's draw. Actually, I can draw around this rock. And that's correct. Okay. I probably should have... I'm just going to have to describe this as a rock that they can climb. Does it need to be flipped for direction? Yes, it does. Boop. Flip direction. Awesome. Okay. Any more rocks? I think that was it. All right. I think I'm done. Okay. Now, we want to make sure that, let's see, dynamic lighting. Dynamic lighting is on. Explorer mode is on, off. I guess on. Daylight mode is off. Update when token drop is on. GM darkness opacity is turned down. Save settings. Close page. Oh, and then I need dynamic lighting through here too. All right, guys, where am I at, guys? 1 minute, 45 seconds. Let's do this. Yellow. We want a wall. Do. Ooh. Guys, I have no idea what they're going to do, but I think if they get captured, they're going to be in this room here. I think that's the correct answer. And you know what? In all honesty, I may have done all of this work. Really, guys, half an hour, right? And they may decide that this is a bad idea. And, they may not do this at all. But, we'll see. I don't know where this is leading to yet. They're not going to get this far. They're going to die first. I mean, Santain Pass is huge, guys. Like, it's miles long. This is only the entrance to Santain Pass. So,
I'll squish through.
That's true. We have a plasmoid in the party. Oh, man. That plasmoid is going to jump through one of these murder holes like nothing. And then the rest of the party is going to have to come say, oh, this is not good.
I mean, is that like the time that I jumped through that one area through the vent into the area?
Oh, my God. All right. So, how close am I now? I think I'm done, though.
3 minutes.
Oh, no, I'm done. Okay. That was my half an hour. Okay. So, really quick. What did I do? Did I put that on the wrong layer? I did. I'm an idiot. Layer. Lighting layer. Light. Wall. Okay. All right. Did I do it up here too? No, that's in the right layer. I don't know how I did that. Anyway. Okay, really quick. We were in Ravnica and I had Boggles come and they opened up a rift and Gary's character decided to jump through the rift down into the sewers without having any idea of where he was jumping to. So obviously the rest of the party didn't know where he jumped to and he was just all by his lonesome.
That's not the one I was talking about, but that was a good one too.
That was a good one. Okay,
I was talking about the one when I, as Starlet squeezed through the vent into that one area, nobody could get to me. None of the party. I was in that area with like a bunch of creatures, and the party couldn't get to me. Remember, that was the last time we played, I think, or the time before that. That we were in this like a museum, and
oh yes. They. Oh man. Okay, I had captured Fae people, and Gary went to go join them in their captivity, and one of the other players who was Fae didn't try to go save them. I don't really know what happened with that, but wow, guys, that was my half an hour. I'm done. I have to go log into game now. Have a wonderful day. This is Allie with Roll with SDMs and Gary joining me today as well in my Frantic Make a Santain Pass. Have a great day. Bye.